Welcome back, everyone. World Baseball News for the week of April 11th. Another amazing week of baseball has just passed. First full week of action in Korea and Taiwan. Major and minor leagues of North America got underway. 4 weeks left in Cuba. Freezing temperatures and a record-setting comeback in Europe. And of course, NPB. I'll recap the whole week a little later, but for now I've got to talk about one game and one pitcher in particular. On Sunday, 20-year-old Chibalote Marines pitcher Roki Sasaki, in only his 14th career game, became the youngest pitcher in league history to throw a perfect game. The first perfect game seen in NPB in 28 years. And this may have been the greatest game ever. From the first inning to the fifth, he struck out 13 consecutive batters. By the end of the game, he had struck out 19. Both of these were new NPB records. It took 105 pitches. His fastball averaged 99 miles an hour for the game. The catcher for the game, an 18-year-old named Ko Matsukawa, the Marines' first-round draft pick last year, in only his 7th career NPB game. And this came against a good hitting team, too, the Oryx Buffaloes. Two-time batting champion Masataka Yoshida, who only struck out 26 times in 110 games last year, and only once in the first 13 games of this season, was struck out by Sasaki all 3 times he came to the plate on Sunday. Sasaki has now thrown 34 consecutive innings with a strikeout, 9 away from the record. Marines manager Tadahito Iguchi said after the game he figured Sasaki would eventually throw a game like this, but he didn't think it would be this soon. The only league that has not started yet is the Mexican League, LMB. That will begin on Thursday, April 21st, when Toros de Tijuana begin their title defense at home against Diablos Rojos del Mexico. All other teams take the field a day later. A few changes were announced last week to reduce the duration of the games. Starting in the second week of regular season play, Tuesday and Wednesday games will be 7 innings. Games will start at 7:30, so they'll still end late. Not only are they hoping to make the game shorter, but also more competitive. They said that during the Under-23 Baseball World Cup last year, hosted by Mexico, 7-inning games resulted in 56% of scores with a run difference of 3 or less, while it was 24% in 9-inning games. Game clocks will be available in every LMB ballpark from May 6th. Coaches will be allowed 3 mound visits in a 7-inning game, 4 visits in a 9-inning game, and each visit will be limited to 30 seconds. Pitching changes will be given a 2-minute time limit. Now over to NPB. Going into last week, the Hawks were 7-0, Tigers were 0-9, Giants were the top team in Central League at 8-1, and to start the week they were paying a visit to the second-place Carp. Tuesday, Aren Kuri held the Giants to 1 run in 7 innings as the Carp prevailed 3-1. Wednesday, an 8th-inning 2-run blast from Naoki Yoshikawa was all the Giants needed to even the series, 2-1 over the Carp. Thursday, Carp took the rubber match 9-2. Ryan McBroom hit a 2-run homer, his first in NPB. Tigers looking for their first win on Tuesday, and they got it thanks to a shutout from starting pitcher Yuki Nishi. Tigers 4-0. Hoping to start a win streak to erase the losing streak, they got another great performance on the mound from starting pitcher Masashi Ito, who shut out the Bay Stars through 8 innings. But he gave up 1 in the 9th, and the bullpen surrendered 5 in the top of the 12th. Bay Stars won 6-1. Thursday's game was rained out, series split at 1. Dragons took Game 1 over the Swallows on Tuesday, 7-6. Takuya Kinoshita hit a 3-run homer, batted in 4 for the day. Swallows evened it up on Wednesday, 6 innings, 1 run from winning pitcher Hirotoshi Takanashi, and 3 scoreless from the bullpen. Dragons poured it on in the final game to take the series, 2 home runs from Yota Kyoda in that one. On the weekend, Giants and Swallows meeting at Tokyo Dome. Swallows took Friday's game 7-2. First time in 7 years the Swallows were able to beat the Giants at Tokyo Dome with Sugano on the mound. Series evened up on Saturday. Soichiro Tateoka hit a 10th-inning walk-off home run to win it for the Giants, 3-2. Swallows won the series on Sunday, 2-1 was the final. Starting pitcher Keiji Takahashi went the distance, 9 innings, 120 pitches, 7 Ks, and only 1 run. Dragons Bay Stars series was postponed, all 3 games. 11 Bay Stars players and coaches tested positive for COVID over a 2-day period. Carp and Tigers played to the first tie of the 2022 NPB season, 3-3 on Friday. Saturday was all Carp and really all Masato Morishita. 9 innings, 133 pitches, 8 strikeouts, and only 1 run. He also hit a base-clearing triple and drove in 4 for the day. Carp won again on Sunday 1-0 behind 7 2/3 scoreless innings from Atsushi Endo. Central League standings, Carp take the top spot after winning 4 of 5 decisions last week. Giants lost both of their series but remain within half a game of first. Swallows 7-7, Dragons 6-6, and Bay Stars 5-5 all have a claim to third. For the Hanshin Tigers, an historically awful start to the season. Swallows outfielder Domingo Santana is going to miss some time. How much, we don't know. He was removed from the active roster late last week with pain in his lower calf. Giants reliever Tiago Vieira was sent down to the farm. In 4 appearances this season, his ERA is 22.5. Baystars outfielder Tyler Austin is headed back to the U.S. to have an operation on his right elbow. It's been bothering him since the middle of March. No word on when he'll be back. Over to Pacific League, where the Hawks were trying to continue their strong start against the defending Pacific League champion Buffaloes. On Tuesday, Hawks second baseman Masaki Mimori hit a 3-run homer and an RBI single, leading SoftBank to a 6-3 win and an 8-0 start. All good things come to an end, though. On Wednesday, Buffalo scored 2 in the top of the 10th to hand the Hawks their first loss of the season, 3-1. The Hawks may have lost a game, but they were not about to lose the series. First baseman Nobuhiro Matsuda hit a base-clearing double to give the Hawks the lead, and they went on to win 7-3 to take the series. Marines took the first game from the Fighters on Tuesday behind 6 scoreless innings from starting pitcher Enny Romero and 3 from the bullpen, 2-0. Fighters walked it off on Wednesday on an RBI single from Shingo Usami. 3-2 was the final. That was a 2-game series, split at 1 apiece. Eagles had no problem with the Lions. On Tuesday, they got 7 strong innings from Masahiro Tanaka and won 7-3. And on Wednesday, 7 innings from Takayuki Kishi as they won 7-2 for a 2-game sweep. On the weekend, Hawks were visiting the Lions. 8-1 Hawks on Friday. Kodai Senga held the Lions to 1 run in 7 innings on the mound. Saturday, 12 innings, no scoring at all, a 0-0 tie. On Sunday, 5 Lions pitchers combined for a 6-0 shutout. Lions turned a 5-4-3 triple play in this one. Series split at 1 apiece. Eagles and Fighters. Eagles won on Friday 3-0. Takahisa Hayakawa threw 7 scoreless. Fighters managed only 4 hits for the entire game. 8-5 Eagles on Saturday. First baseman Jose Marmolejo singled and doubled, driving in 3. Fighters avoided a sweep on Sunday. Kensuke Kondo hit the walk-off double in the 10th to give the Fighters a 3-2 win. Marines got their first shutout of the Buffaloes on Friday. 5-0 was the final. Ayuma Ishikawa threw 8 of those innings with only 4 hits and 1 walk allowed. Buffaloes got even on Saturday, winning 4-2. First baseman Kodai Sano had 3 hits, including a 3-run homer. And you all know what happened on Sunday. Sasaki's perfect game won the series for the Marines. Pacific League standings, Hawks remain on top at 10-2-1. Eagles won 4 of 5 games last week. They are now the second-place team, just a game and a half behind the Hawks. Marines are third at 7-6. Buffaloes and Lions are both 3 games under 500, about where we expected the Lions to be, but not the Buffaloes. Fighters managing a win here and there, but are stuck at the bottom. On Saturday, Brandon Laird of the Chibalote Marines hit his 200th NPB home run. This is Laird's 8th season in Japan after 3 years in MLB. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on Saturday had a bad start by his standards, but still got the win. His 18th win in a row, a streak going back to early last year, a new Buffaloes club record. Chris Gittens, a new foreign hitter for the Eagles, injured his left wrist swinging the bat in last Tuesday's game. He is expected to be out until mid-July. This week in NPB, Giants and Baystars meet in Naha, Okinawa. Swallows and Cart play in Matsuyama. Those series are Tuesday and Wednesday only. Tigers visit the Dragons from Tuesday to Thursday. In Pacific League, Buffaloes at Eagles Tuesday to Thursday. Fighters at Lions on Tuesday and Wednesday only. Hawks and Marines meet on Tuesday in Nagasaki. Wednesday they're off. Thursday they meet again at the Hawks' home in Fukuoka. Friday to Saturday, Swallows at Baystars, Giants at Tigers, Fighters at Marines, and Lions at Buffaloes. Dragons at Carp on Saturday and Sunday only. Hawks and Eagles meet on Saturday in Kitakyushu and on Sunday in Kagoshima. First full week in the KBO last week. No rain, all 30 games went on as scheduled. Hanwha Eagles visited the Kia Tigers. Both teams went into this one 0-2 and looking for their first win. Tigers got theirs on Tuesday with a 4-3 win, and on Wednesday with a 7-4 win. Sungbum Na, who just came over from the Dinos this past offseason, batted in 3 runs on a double and 2 singles. And on Thursday, Tigers first baseman Dae-In Hwang hit a 2-run homer. Tigers swept the series. Eagles fell to 0-5. LG Twins entered the week with a record of 2-0, looking to continue their hot start. On Tuesday, they doubled up on the Heroes 8-4. Outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim hit a 3-run homer late in that game. Wednesday, once again, it was Hyun-Soo Kim coming through, this time with a solo home run in the top of the 11th. Twins won 2-1. And on Thursday, Twins completed the sweep 6-0. Starting pitcher Hyun-Sik Kim allowed only 2 hits in 6 shutout innings. And for the 3rd day in a row, a home run from Hyun-Soo Kim. Lotte Giants came into the week at 1-1. Dinos had started a disappointing 0-2. And on Tuesday, the disappointment continued as the Giants won 5-1. Outfielder DJ Peters hit his first KBO home run in this one. On Wednesday, the Dinos got their first win, a 5-0 shutout. 6 of those scoreless innings belonged to starting pitcher Myung-Gi Song. Thursday, the Giants won the game and the series 2-1. Charlie Barnes improved to 2-0, throwing 7 2/3, allowing only 1, and striking out 8. SSG Landers began the week at 2-0. Defending Korean Series champions KT Wiz were 1-1. Landers won on Tuesday 8-5. Shin Soo Chu hit the go-ahead 2 RBI double. Landers kept rolling on Wednesday 3-0. All runs scored on a 3-run homer from outfielder Yu-Sum Han. And on Thursday, they held off a late rally by the Wiz for a 4-3 win and a 3-game sweep. Tigers went into the weekend at 5-0. Lions went into the week 1-1. Bears were 2-0. Lions handed them their first loss on Tuesday, 6-5. Lions catcher Min-Ho Kong hit a 2-run go-ahead home run, his first of the year. Lions won again on Wednesday, 7-1. Chong Sup-Young threw 6 scoreless for the win. Bears committed 4 errors. On Thursday, Bears avoided a sweep with a 6-5 come-from-behind win. On the weekend, Tigers visited the Landers. Tigers had won 3 in a row. Landers were still unbeaten. Landers took the first game 3-0. Wilmer Font threw 6 shutout innings. The bullpen tossed 3 perfect innings. That makes 15 scoreless innings to start the season for Font. 9-5 Landers on Saturday. Former St. Louis Cardinal Kwang Hyun Kim made his KBO return, allowing just 1 hit in 6 scoreless innings. And 11-2 Landers on Sunday for the sweep. Wiz and Eagles. Wiz took Friday's game 4-2. Eagles were held to only 3 hits as they fell to 0-6. But on Saturday, they came roaring to life with a 7-1 win. Nick Kingham threw 6 2/3 with 8 strikeouts for the win. And another win for the Eagles on Sunday, 6-4 to take the series. Third baseman Si Hwan No hit a 2 RBI single and a solo home run. Dinos brought down the undefeated Twins on Friday 4-1, 7 shutout innings and 9 strikeouts from starting pitcher Drew Rucinski. On Saturday, the Twins scored 4 runs in the 8th for a 7-6 come-from-behind win. Sunday, Twins won again 5-3 to win the series. Hyun-Soo Kim once again leading the Twins hitting, 3 hits, a home run, and 2 driven in. Bears got the weekend started with a 6-1 win over the Giants. Saturday, Giants scored 5 runs in the first and held on the rest of the way, 5-4. Sunday's game went 11 innings. Bears prevailed 4-3. The go-ahead RBI single was hit by center fielder Soo Bin Jung, his second RBI of the day. One more series. Heroes blanked the Lions on Friday 1-0. Heroes pitcher Woo Jin An outdueled Lions pitcher David Buchanan. Both pitched 7 innings. Buchanan surrendered the game's only run. Another shutout on Saturday, 3-0 Heroes. Eric Jokic struck out 7 through 6 2/3 scoreless innings. On Sunday, Lions finally got their offense going, but it wasn't enough. Heroes 6-5 for the sweep. KBO standings, Landers remain unbeaten, a perfect 8-0. Twins are right there behind them at 7 wins and only 1 loss. Bears 5-3, Giants and Heroes 4-4. Lions and Tigers are 3-5. 3 teams all tied up at 2-6, Wiz, Dinos, and Eagles. What a week for Hyun-Soo Kim. 6 games, 11 out of 24, 4 home runs, 8 RBI, and 6 runs scored. Right now, he is the league leader in home runs, slugging, and OPS. This week in the KBO, Tuesday to Thursday, Eagles at Lions, Giants at Tigers, Dinos at Heroes, Bears at Wiz, and the 8-0 Landers visit the 7-1 Twins. Should be a good one. On the weekend, Tigers at Dinos, Wiz at Giants, Twins at Eagles, Lions at Landers, and Heroes at Bears. The CPBL started last week with only 2 games having been played, and 1 team still had yet to take the field. 2 games on Monday, Brothers over Guardians 4-1. Brothers starting pitcher Kai Wen Cheng allowed just 1 over 6 innings for the win. Dragons over Lions 6-4. Dragons 23-year-old rookie outfielder Chen Chu batted in 2 runs on 2 hits. Brothers and Dragons both improved to 2-0. Guardians and Lions fell to 0-2. Tuesday was the Monkeys' season opener, an 8-2 win to hand the Brothers their first loss. They got a base-clearing double from shortstop Cheng Fei Lin. Dragons were blanked by the Lions 4-0. 40-year-old Wei Lun Pan threw 7 shutout innings to earn the win. First win for the Lions, first loss for the Dragons. No games on Wednesday, just 1 on Thursday. Monkeys over Guardians 5-2. Dylan Covey threw 6 innings, 2 runs for the win. Friday, Guardians over Brothers 7-6 for their first win of the season. Down 6-1, they scored 4 in the bottom of the 8th to come within 1, 1 in the 9th to tie it, and 1 in the 11th to walk it off. Lions also came from behind to send it to extra innings and walked it off in the 10th, 9-8, first loss for the Monkeys. Saturday, Dragons ended their week with a 10-inning 3-2 walk-off win over the Guardians. Monkeys continued their strong start, shutting out the Brothers 2-0. Ryan Bollinger tossed 8 scoreless with 7 Ks to get the win in his season debut. Sunday, Lions over the Guardians 8-4. Monkeys over Brothers 5-0. 5 Monkeys pitchers combined for the shutout. 4 2/3 came from Yi Cheng Wang, pitching in relief. So the Monkeys played their first 5 games last week and won 4 of them to rise to the top. Dragons are just a half game back at 3-1. Lions 3-2. Brothers a disappointing 2-4. And the Guardians are off to a rough start at 1-5. The week begins on Tuesday with Monkeys at Lions and Dragons at Brothers. Couple injuries for the Lions. Chi-Chie Su has a broken patella, and they're not sure how long he'll be out. He was 4 out of 14 in his first 4 games. Willen Rosario has a foot strain and will be out at least 2 weeks. A new arrival to the team, Rosario was 5-14 with a home run. Just a month away from postseason time in Cuba, the standings are still really close. With about 20 games left on the schedule, these games are getting really important now. Sancti Spiritus and Ciego de Avila are now tied for the top spot. Facing the same opponents last week, Pinar del Rio and Artemisa, Sancti Spiritus went 3-2, Ciego de Avila went 4-1. Third place is Mayabeque, 1.5 back. Fourth place, Las Tunas, 2 games back. Fifth place, Granma is 3 games back. They meet Las Tunas for a 3-game series this week. Number 6, Industrialis, 4.5 back. 7, Santiago, 5 games back. The number 8 team will get the final spot in the postseason, and right now there are 4 teams tied for it. Matanzas, Pinar del Rio, Isla Juventud, and Holguin. After that, Villa Clara only a half game behind those 4. Bottom 4, Camagüey, Artemisa, Guantanamo, and Cienfuegos. Regular season started in the Netherlands Honkbal Hoofdklasse last week, and it started in the wildest way possible. RCH Penguins were making their return to the top league for the first time in 13 years, and their opponents were the 2-time defending Holland Series champion Amsterdam Pirates, so you wouldn't be surprised if their return didn't go so well. Amsterdam took an 18-1 lead after 5 innings. The Pirates starting pitcher came out after the 6th, and in the 7th the bullpen was disastrous. Lots of walks and wild pitches. The Penguins went on to score 23 runs that inning. It may have gotten even wilder after that, but the curfew went into effect and the Penguins won 24-18. A day later, the Pirates won 23-3, and no, results like this are not common in the Dutch league. Amsterdam, HCAW, and Curaçao Neptunus all won 2 games to earn 4 points. Oosterhout Twins, Quick Amersfoort, and RCH picked up 2 points with a single win. Silicon Storks haven't played yet. DSS Kinheim and Hoofddorp Pioneers, no wins, no points. After all but one series was snowed out in opening weekend in Germany, most teams were able to play last weekend, though there was still a little snow and freezing temperatures. No surprise up north, the Bond Capitals start out 2-0 after a 2-game sweep of Hamburg. 3 teams in the north still have yet to play. South results were a little surprising. Both the defending champions Heidenheim and the other power in the south, Regensburg, were beaten in their opening series. Heidenheim split a doubleheader with Mainz, Regensburg split with Haar. It wasn't any warmer in the neighboring Czech Republic. For the second week in a row they played in the freezing cold. Not so competitive, a lot of games ended early due to 10-run mercy rule. Drazi Brno, last year's Czech Series runner-up, the winningest team of all time, has won their first 6 games, crushing their opponents so far. Last year's champions, Eros Ostrava, are off to a slow start. They are 2-2. Week 2 is played in the Italian Baseball League. First week for Group D, so now everyone in the 30-team league is playing. Games have been surprisingly close, no blowouts, though it's still the traditional powerhouses coming out on top. To save time, I'll only show the top half of each group's standings. As expected, Parma leads Group A at 4-0. Not clear which team will be their biggest challenger. Group B, it's Unipolsai Fortitudo Bologna. Last year's Italian Series runner-up have won their first 4. Collecchio at 3-1 is next in line. In Group C, defending champions San Marino are 4-0. Orta di Godo, or Godo Knights, are as well. Group D, Macerata, Nettuno, and Jolly Roger all swept their opening series. And that's all for this one. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See ya!